Satan called a meeting for evil spirits from all over the world. In the beginning, he said, "We cannot allow Christians to return to the church. We cannot let them continue to read the Bible and learn the truth from it. Most of all, we need to prevent them from having a lively relationship with their Savior, Jesus. Because as long as they know and love Jesus, our power will be completely destroyed. So even if they return to the church, we have to take back their time, so that they think that they seem to be living with Jesus but do not have a real relationship with Jesus Christ. This is the purpose of this meeting." Then, it continued, "Our goal is to lose their focus on the Savior and make sure their time seems meaningful but is actually superficial relationship with Jesus." Satan replied, "Keep them busy with things that are not necessary in their lives, and fill their minds with endless plans." It continued, "Encourage them to always buy, and keep borrowing. Convince wives to take jobs that require long hours of work. Make husbands work 7 days a week, which is at least 10 to 12 hours per day, so that they are completely unable to enjoy life and have no time for their children. When their families are quickly torn apart, they have nowhere to go to relieve their stress. Wake up their minds so much that they don't hear the still small voice of God. Encourage them to always have a radio or other audio device playing wherever they go. Make sure their televisions, video players, DVD players, and computers are always playing noise in their homes. Not only that, but make sure that their surroundings, including restaurants and shops, are filled with ungodly music. It will block their minds and cut off their relationship with Jesus. Fill their coffee tables and desks at work with other magazines and newspapers. Blow their minds with 24-hour news that comes in many forms. Occupy their driving time with different types of billboards. Fill their mailboxes, email accounts, and hands while walking with pointless flyers, news updates, discount coupons, and product samples. Continue to shock their senses until they are exhausted. Always show them thin and beautiful models in magazines and television, so that husbands believe that women outside are always more attractive, which will cause them to be dissatisfied with their wives. Make wives so busy that they cannot give love to their husbands at night, and give headaches. If husbands cannot give the love that their husbands need, it will quickly destroy their families. Create a character called Santa Claus to destroy the proper teaching of the true meaning of Christmas to their children. Design Easter eggs and bunnies every Easter, so they don't talk about Jesus' redemption or his victory over death and sin. Don't forget their entertainment. Let them have fun until they are tired. Make them so busy that they cannot appreciate the nature that God created. Instead, give them other amusement parks, sports events, movies, concerts, and, above all, make them super busy. When they gather together with spiritual companions, encourage them to engage in gossip and criticism of others, so that they can distance themselves from having a conscience that we hate so much. Always remember to use things that seem but are not really relevant, not so important, and even things that they may think are significant to fill their lives, so that they do not have time to seek the power of Jesus. Before long, they begin to live by their own self-perceived strength, sacrificing even their health and family, all for things that may seem relevant but in reality are insignificant or even meaningless. This plan will definitely be achieved. It will undoubtedly be achieved. This seems like a feasible plan. The evil spirits enthusiastically began to work, making the believers of Jesus all over the world busier and more hurried, walking without knowing what they were doing. And then, we will realize that they have little time for God and the families that God has prepared for them, and will have less time to tell others about the life-changing power of Jesus. The question is, will Satan's plan really succeed? Your decision will determine the success or failure of its plan.